Okay, guys, there's a guy on here that's claiming to be the Antichrist and God himself. Um, and his name is Adrian Apollyon. So he's got the right last name. Now, there's supposed to be a lot of different Antichrists that show up and try to get you to, like, go to dens and deserts and different things to follow them, different places where they'll probably kill you. Um, but anyway, there's a lot of antichrists out there. I realize that, but there's this one, and that's his name. Uh, so it does follow the named Apollyon thing, and he fully intends to, if he gets put in power, uh, give everybody the mark, name, or number of the beast. And he likes to go by the number of the beast himself personally. He says that's his only real name, is 666. But anyway, he's one of the ones out there, and he's claiming to be Osiris, and by that, claiming to be Jesus Christ. And the Muslims all know about this too. They're all in agreement with each other. He says that none of the powers that be know that it could be him. Um, but he says it is him. But I think it could be him, and the powers that be don't know yet. Because remember, the Antichrist probably doesn't know until later on that he even is the Antichrist, until he starts doing things like in the temple and whatnot and fulfilling the prophecy exactly. But anyway, I just wanted you guys to know there is at least one out there, with the correct name. And I know also, the people that made Twinkies, um, they one of the ones that went in making Twinkies was named Apollo. So he's got the same name also, as Apollyon. He just shortens it to Apollo. Um, but anyway, this Adrian guy is, I think he's Czechoslovakian or German or something like that. He's got an accent, and the Antichrist is supposed to speak very charismatically. So I don't know if you can count that slur he has with the accent, him speaking charismatically or not. But other than that, everything the Bible says, he seems to be right on track with doing it, the exact same ways, basically. Um, he has set up this little. I don't know. I don't know. He said he didn't set it up, but there's a corporation set up called the Umbrella Corporation, and I looked that up too. And they change like DNA. They're like changing DNA. And I was thinking about the lab meats that they're making. If they can change DNA into meat, what's the likelihood they can do that in the human body too, and change DNA into flesh, like literally like regrow your flesh, however they're regrowing the meat in the labs. I wonder if it's able to be still living or not. But that just brought that question up with me too, because it seems like it's really advanced. But he calls it the Umbrella Corporation, and I was like, I'm gonna look that up, and I'm gonna see, if that even exists, or if he's just talking off the top of his head without a organization even existing. But it did exist, so there's a possibility that he could be the one. Who knows? Um, the other ones obviously haven't stepped up. And you'd think, seeing him step up, if they were somebody that was real, they would step up too and be like, "No, he's lying, and I'm really him." And there hasn't been anybody to step up and say that he was lying, as far as I could see. Now his comments are turned off, which would make sense, because if somebody was the Antichrist and they put comments up, they'd get all kinds of hateful comments. So I can see why he's turned them off.